growing up in India, we were very, very poor. We didn't have a food to eat. We didn't have a place to stay. And we lived in most remote villages where there were no schools and nothing. And despite all of that, my sister went on to become a postdoctorate in applied mathematics. My brother has a PhD in statistics and computer science. And I did my engineering and MBA, came to United States about 35 years ago with $5 in my pocket and just a dream. An amazing thing happened. The God has been so kind to us. Any which way you look at it, God has given us everything we could have possibly asked for. And the only way I can pay the debt back to the society for what I have received is to go back and do things that can help improve the lives of billions of people in the society. I know the people who helped me don't need my help. And the only way to pay back is to pay forward. And I hope that by the time I die, I would have paid my debt back to the society. If you are unhappy with yourself, if you don't love yourself, and you are unhappy with yourself, it doesn't matter. You could be in paradise and you bring that unhappiness with you. And if you are in love with yourself, and when I say love with yourself, I just want to make sure I'm not talking about being self-conceited. What I mean, right, you're not looking for approval from someone else because you're comfortable who you are. You're not looking for someone to approve of who you are. And then if you are happy inside, you could be sitting in a dark corner and you are happy because you don't need someone to make you happy. Mm-hmm. Happiness is a choice, and people can make that choice every single day. Even if you are very, very rich, you can find a reason to be unhappy. I'm only flying in a Gulfstream 5. My life sucks. Look at Larry Page. He's got 747 converted. Look at Bill Gates and he's flying in this big plane. My life just sucks. Or you can say, oh my God, I woke up from the bed and my joints don't ache. How lucky I am. I turn around and say, wow, look at the women next to me. I am just so lucky, right? Every day you can find reasons for you to be happy. The happiness is when you are comfortable with who you are. And the minute you start to prove to someone else, then you are never successful and never happy. And that's the reason why I believe the only way to measure you're successful or not, the day you become humble is the day you become successful. If you still have iota of arrogance left in you, then you're still trying to prove something to yourself or someone else. And the day you let go of that, you're successful.
I love that, man. That's beautiful. That was one of my quotes I had down in my notes because when I read that, that touched me so much because I so much believe that the desire to always be a learner, desire to always be a student, and to recognize what you keep saying, the words intellectual curiosity.
Yeah.
And how that disappears when we lose humility.
Yeah.
How the ego just takes over.
And even, I think, you and I briefly were talking about education. And that is, again, another problem we are facing is that we believe the job of the teacher or job of the parent is to take the horse to the water, take the child, make them drink. And I think that is the fundamental problem. We are not creating the thirst. Because if you can make someone thirsty, you never have to take them to water or make them drink. They will find their own water and they will drink all their life. And that is what I call intellectual curiosity. Give them a chance to think, what if everything they want is possible? What if the world can be created exactly what they want? So don't focus on what the world is, focus on what the world can be.